Analyzing data often involves making calculations. However, when working with large blocks of data, calculations can quickly become confusing. Luckily, Microsoft Excel can calculate numerical information using formulas. You can solve real-life data analysis problems in Excel with a little bit of planning and some basic math. Over the next few minutes, you'll learn how Excel processes calculations and how to create a formula using the correct syntax. Over at AdventureWorks, the accounting staff are amending a spreadsheet that records orders placed with suppliers. Their first task is to update the prices and order amounts. They need to work out the purchasing cost by creating a calculation in the data. But first, they need to understand how Excel reads, interprets, and implements calculations. Let's take a few minutes to explore formulas and calculations and then help AdventureWorks. A formula in Excel is a calculation performed on the values in a range of cells in your worksheets. Examples of these calculations include addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. Once the calculation is completed, the formula returns a result, even if it's an error. Now that you're familiar with what a formula is, let's find out more about how they work. All formulas begin with an equal sign. It is then followed by a calculation or function. Formulas can contain numbers or cell references. For example, this formula instructs Excel to add the values in cells A1 and B1. Excel usually reads the formula from left to right. Characters are used to indicate the type of calculation Excel should perform. The plus character is used for addition and the minus character for subtraction. The asterisk is used for multiplication and the / character is used for division. The formula bar shows the formula in the cell you are working in. The worksheet shows the result of the formula in the formula bar. This is important to take note of when you are creating or working with calculations. A formula can also be static or dynamic. A formula containing fixed numbers will be static and always generate the same result. For example, the formula in E2 is static because it contains specific numerical values. It will not update if any of the monthly figures in cells A2, B2, or C2 change. On the other hand, a formula that contains cell references is dynamic-based because Excel always uses the current value in the cell. The formula in E3 is dynamic because it includes cell references. A formula can also include a reference to a cell which itself contains a formula. This creates a chain of calculations. For example, the formula in E1 refers to cell C1. Cell C1 also contains a formula that calculates the data in cells A1 and B1. If the values in cells A1 and B1 change, then the formulas in cells C1 and E1 will both change. In other words, a change at one end affects all other formulas in the chain. A formula can also refer to a cell in another sheet. This reference must include the worksheet name followed by an exclamation mark. This other worksheet can be in the same workbook or in another Excel file. References to cells in other workbooks are called links or external references. The formula in this screenshot references the products sheet within the same workbook. For example, this formula states that what is in this cell is equal to the contents of H2 in the products sheet plus the contents of A1 in this sheet. Now that you're familiar with the basics of a formula, let's view it in action by helping AdventureWorks determine the cost of the items it's ordering from its supplier. Begin by positioning the cursor on K3, which is the cost column. This is the cell where the results should be displayed. Then type an equal sign. To determine the cost of the order, you need to multiply the contents of I3, the unit price, by the contents of J3, the number ordered. Select cell I3 to add that reference to the formula. The equal sign and the cell reference are displayed in both the result cell K3 and in the formula bar. Next, type an asterisk symbol to represent multiplication. Then select cell J3. This reference is colored red on the formula bar and the cell is highlighted in red. Press the Enter key to complete the formula. This creates a result of 79,050, which is now visible in K3. AdventureWorks decide to make a change to its order. It wants to reduce the number of units that it ordered by 250. So how can AdventureWorks update the formula with this new information? Amend the figure in J3 and press Enter. This causes the formula in K3 to recalculate and generate a new result of $65,875. If you double-click on a cell such as K3, this opens Edit Mode. While you're in Edit Mode, Excel places coloured highlights around the cells referenced in the calculation. It's easy to begin to edit a cell accidentally with a double-click. If the cell contains a formula, particularly one you didn't create, this can be a little worrying. Pressing the Escape key is a safe way to cancel an edit without amending any of the information within a cell. You have explored how calculations in Excel can be useful in data analysis. By now, you should know how Excel processes calculations and how to create a formula using the correct syntax. You will learn more about formulas as you progress in your learning journey. Well done.